I shave for this as well. Just saying.
That's the intro. That's the start. That's the first line.
How's it going, everyone? Jake's had a shave. See you in the next one. No. Anyway.
Oh, that's brilliant.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Nate, and I'm joined by these two absolutely beautiful specimens. We've got the amazing PokéPidge, and we've got the kind of... He supports the wrong team, JakeyXY.
Hello?
Ooh, the Newcastle fan isn't getting the stick anymore. Hello.
Nah, I mean, come on. Newcastle ain't London, so...
Hey, he's not wrong.
Fair enough.
What a start, eh? So how are we both doing then? How are we doing, Pidge?
Yeah, I'm broadly fine.
Broadly?
Good.
Yeah, broadly. I'd say about
Broadly?
about 7 out of 10.
Okay.
So that'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with how things are. I just wish I had about 20 grand. That's about it. How about you, Nate?
And,
how are you doing?
Jake,
Oh, yeah, go on, no, Jake.
yeah, Jake, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. You know, I'm a newly registered driver.
Hey.
There we go. You know, I've got my
Nice one. I thought
license.
you were
So
going to say something else, but
yeah, no, that could have gone either way. To be fair, but I'm glad that I finished my sentence.
yeah, but I'm not going to say what I was thinking. Otherwise, you know, demonetization and that.
What's it like being a golf club?
Yeah.
Carry on.
No, I'm all good. I'm all good. Thank you.
Good. So, yeah, welcome to technically episode 1 of our Postwick Podcast. We don't really have a huge plan for this one, but we're just going to talk about some of the new news and, you know, all the bits and bobs that we've seen coming up on the Pokemon YouTube channel recently, which is quite a lot, in all fairness, especially that 15-minute trailer.
Mm.
So, where should we start? Let's start off. You know what? Let's start off with the Wiglet. What are your thoughts on
Wiglet.
that?
Oh God, we haven't done this in ages. Wiglet.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are overdue.
Very overdue. All right, Wiglet. I don't think there's really much to say on it. Really, it's a Diglett, but wiggly and white.
Yeah. I mean, you could if you got a long white sock, you could make a Wiglet quite easily, couldn't you? Just some black pen eyes
Halloween's
and hold a
coming
red
up.
ball.
I'm gonna go as a Wiglet.
Yeah, done.
It's such a. I mean, this whole time I was thinking, oh yeah, it's a Paldean version of Diglett. I'm still trying to get my head around it. It's like I know, okay, there's loads of fish Pokemon, there's loads of crab Pokemon and whatever, but that one was a weird decision because it's not a mole.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's not it's not a regional form, they've said, is it? So it's its own thing.
No.
Which is kind of hard to get your head around. I wonder what its evolution will look like. If it's not 3 of them, then we riot.
Yeah.
What if it's a 3-stage evolution and it goes 2 of them, then 3 of them?
Oh my God, I would rate that highly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it? It doesn't. At least it didn't go the way we thought it was going to go. But
then it adds 1 circular Wiglet.
Oh.
And then a second circular. No, come on.
I
Too
mean,
far.
I saw this meme. I think it was on Reddit actually, and it was like saying, "Oh, now we've got Wiglet. That opens up more options. You know, we can have a Pokemon based off of a what are they called? I can't remember what they're called now.
Bum.
A penis.
Yeah, like you could have like an extremely. You could have like a really fat Diglett and just call it Biglet. You know, there was one that I saw. I can't remember now for the life of me. Oh my God, I saw it on Twitter as well. I'm gonna have a quick nosy through Twitter while we're talking. But
you could have a Diglett that has a Twitter account and call it Twiglet. No,
Twiglet. Yeah, that was another one. Yeah, grass type one. That'd be
What
sick.
a genius.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say for Wiglet's very simple design is that the creature it's based off of, that is basically what it looks like. It's just one white long stick thing that just sort of bursts up out of like coral and the sea floor or what have you.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go then.
It's based off of creatures that just look like that, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't mind its design.
It is. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I thought it was cute, to be honest, when I saw it. But then when they said it was something different to Diglett, I was like, why?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going on my team on my first playthrough, but I might end up using it eventually for something. I don't know what, but you know. just for a bit, just try it out, because I like to use every new Pokemon at least once, even if it's just for like an hour. Just see what it's like, give it a feel, train around, beat some wild Pokemon. It won't go on the main team, but I might use it for a bit eventually.
What type is it?
It is water, I believe.
I think it's just water. I think
Pure water.
that is correct.
So there's no attachment to the ground. There has to be. Even in its evolution, it has to be.
Yeah,
must be. Yeah, exactly.
This is in the ground.
No, I believe it is just pure water. Yeah.
Where is he? Wiglet. There we go.
Pretty much a groundwater type,
water.
confirmed. Surely.
Yeah. On the official Scarlet and Violet website, he's pure water type. He's 3'11", so he's taller than Diglett. He's heavier than Diglett somehow.
Wow. Really?
How do you weigh?
Apparently so. He's heavier than Diglett. Yeah.
What?
How do you weigh a Diglett?
I tell you, it's in the ground. You've got to pull it out of the ground. But yeah, there's not really much to it, really. Looking at it, it's just literally just a Diglett that's long. It's just a long white Diglett. That's all it is.
What other new Pokemon are there? Have you got the website open at the moment? We haven't talked about these for ages.
So obviously we have covered Smoliv, we've covered Paldean and Wooper. They're all the originals.
Yep.
Pretty sure there is Cloth.
Yes,
I think we've covered Cloth, have we?
Yeah, I think we did.
No,
did we? I think we did. Cloth, Armarouge, and Cerulege.
Oh,
pretty sure we did those.
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't think because we do the podcast after Worlds, didn't we? So we must have spoken about that Cyclizar or whatever his name is.
Yeah, no, we did. We 100% did. So I feel as if they were announced with them, wasn't it?
No. Cerulege or whatever their names, Armarouge and Cerulege or whatever they're called.
Sarah.
They were out. They came out in the. Yeah, they did. No, they didn't come out in the Cyclizar trailer, did they?
No, not in the Cyclizar trailer. But I'm gonna have a little look at the old playlist and see what came from.
Regardless, when they came out,
to think about this.
I think they're very cool. I like them very much.
Yeah.
But I know there's mixed opinions of the two of them. So.
Well, looking at them, just looking at design alone, Armarouge is literally a yellow Mega Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Cerulege is, I don't know. It gives me like Sword Art Online vibes. It's like crossed with like, I don't know. Like I don't even.
I just like
I'm trying
Knights.
to think of a Pokemon with swords.
I think Knights are cool.
It's literally just,
and it's a ghost.
Yeah.
It looks cool. Is it what? It's Ghost Fire?
Fire Ghost.
Yeah,
and then
Fire
the other
Ghost,
one is Fire Psychic.
Listen, Fire Ghost, Goat typing. I love Chandelure, so it looks sick. In my opinion, I think it's a great mon. So I'll be a physical Chandelure.
Oh,
yeah,
you've won me over. You've won me over.
And I would assume that its physical defense is probably going to be really high as well.
Yeah,
honestly.
well, its attack is going to be. Its attack is going to be crazy. But yeah, defensive wise, I don't know, because it's a knight. They might substitute its defensive stats for its attacking stats, but we'll see. Hopefully, it's high in defense, high in attack.
Yeah, I would guess so. It would be a bit daft otherwise, and then I think Armarouge will probably be like the opposite: high special attack, high special defense.
Yeah. Well, that would be the obvious choice, but it's Game Freak, so we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, exactly. They don't always do what we think. But no, I mean, I really like them. I think they're pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think out of all the Pokemon announced, though, I'm going to skip over Refigurath just for this moment because I really want to get into talking about Bellibolt.
Bellibolt, okay.
You can get a Bellibolt.
I really want to get into talking about Bellibolt because I was having to think about it last night and I was like, all right, it's a bit random. It's a bit random.
But it's great.
But it's not the worst Pokemon I've seen. I think in terms of battling strategies, I think it could be really good in competitive. I could probably see this quite a lot in competitive.
Yeah.
Especially with its ability. Like looking at its ability right now, Electromorphosis. Bellybolt's ability, Electromorphosis, is a new ability appearing for the first time, blah, blah, blah. Bellybolt becomes charged when hit by an attack, boosting the power of Electric type, the Electric type move it uses in the same turn.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be horrendous. Like by attacking it, you're pretty much setting yourself up to be mullered.
Yeah, you got to hope that it's got a slow speed stat with that as well.
Yeah.
So that it attacks second.
I would guess it would. I mean, with its
My
big
question
arse,
is,
how heavy is it?
will it evolve? And if so, will it change type with it? Like add a dual typing?
I reckon it's probably got a pre-evo.
You think?
I don't think it evolve.
Yeah, with Sword and Shield they showed us Dreadnought but never showed us Tutel.
Oh,
So I
really?
reckon it's sort of similar. Yeah, I reckon it's similar here. This might be just because of the size of it.
Yeah, it does look like a
It
final
might have a
Evo.
pre-evo. Yeah.
Like, because where
You
could they
never
go
know.
with that? Make it into
Yeah.
like a
True.
full-on frog? I mean, it's
Yeah.
technically a full-on frog now.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, it's based off of is it a bullfrog?
Mm.
I
Is it-
think
mean,
so.
that
I
would
think
make
that's what they're
sense.
called. Because I think they're the ones with the big fucker eyes on its head. You
Yeah.
can bleep that, by the way. You're
I
editing
just
bits,
Nah,
love
we're
the
leaving it
fact. I love the fact that it's like literally that smile, and then the two little dots are its eyes.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah. You know what? I've got this really strange idea. When you said the two little dots are its eyes, I'm thinking that's its nose. I think its eyes are
Yeah.
actually the things on the side of its head.
Well, you would think that, but as soon as I saw it, literally the only reason why I saw that was the fact was Max Game Our Views literally put it in the chat, and I was like, oh, let me check this out real
Yeah.
quick. And turns out
There's a
it was the two dots that are his eyes. I was like, what? Made me
Yeah,
love it
there's
even
a-
more.
So
there's a bit in the trailer that shows it, the gameplay trailer that shows
Yeah.
it asleep, and those two yellow eyes are just like slits because it's asleep. And I'm like, oh, they are its eyes. Okay.
Oh,
right. That's the thing, though. Like, he's not my favourite Pokemon that's been announced so far. He's not my favourite Pokemon in general, but I don't hate him. I still
yeah.
stand by my hatred for Dunsparce. So,
Well,
and I will stick to that for the rest of my life.
well, then you and I are going to have words.
That's fine, mate. I've got a load of like unbranded weapons in my cupboard, you know, because no free brand deals and that. Hi, America.
I've got a pen
So I've got a pen.
and a fork, so I would. That's all I've got to say.
You know what I've got?
A lovely sense
Fist.
of wit.
This is turning really aggressive. But yeah, no, Bellybolt's all right. Like, I can
it's
see him
alright.
being really good in battle. I hope he's shiny. He's good though, because there is a lot they can do with him. If he's shiny, it turns black. As you know, I love black shinies. You know, look at Palisand, for crying out loud. That thing's a masterpiece. Because obviously being someone who shiny hunts like on the daily. I think his shiny could be black, and then like the bolt in the middle maybe go blue.
Okay.
Black and blue would be quite nice.
Yeah.
I think overall it would be a nice addition to the decks overall. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's different. That's probably why I like it so much. Because I one thing I like about Pokemon is different.
The frog sort of look has been done many times before in this franchise. We all know that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one looks nice. Like, I like it a lot. I don't see why people get annoyed with the fact that Game Freak or whoever's designing the Pokemon are reusing animal designs. Like, there's only so many animals in the world. Calm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a lovely design. I like it anyways, but
And it is a different type of frog. Like I said, I think it is the bullfrog. I'm just looking on Cerebi right now, and it says the same thing about bullfrog. But I think it is based off a bullfrog, which is like a very fat frog, pretty much.
yeah.
Big
It's just a very fat frog with big eyes on its head. That's no other way.
I would have loved it. What's her name? Lono?
Yono.
Yono?
No, so it's actually Iono.
Iono.
I thought the I was an L this whole time, so I'm
Iono.
the only one that's done that.
the Magnemite
You're
on
like
her
Iono,
head. I would have loved for that to actually be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Like a
obviously,
Paldean male and female Magnemite.
yeah. But she obviously specified that was just like hair accessories or whatever. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in terms of the like personalization of your character and stuff in the games, I think they will probably be in there somewhere.
oh, I hope so. They're awesome.
I want to wear them. I want to wear them. I want them on my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's not really much more I can say on Belly Bolt. Anything from you two?
It's
all
alright.
I will say is Belly Bolt's the love of my life. No exaggeration.
Oh my gosh.
No, oh bless. That's nice. Go on. Pull your heart out for us.
You know what? I wasn't meaning to do this on the podcast, but I've got a ring. Okay, Belly Bolt. Will you marry me?
We'll have to wait until the 18th of November to find out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did you enjoy that announcement trailer though?
You know what? It was.
What the really short one?
Not the gameplay one, the
okay.
streaming one. Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah. It was. I'm gonna swear again. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was random, but all due respect, it beats the 24-hour trailer that they did.
I didn't mind that 24-hour trailer, but I can agree with your point.
I hated it because it was the most cringe thing ever. Like, you're sitting in and a bush moves, and every single stream around the entire world was there going, "The bush is moving! It's coming!" Like, the bush is moving. End of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not going to show it yet. You're going to see it right at the end. And I called it the whole way through. I was like, you're not going to see anything until the end.
I managed to. I was working that day, but that was on a Friday to Saturday morning, and I remember our work basically got so much. I won't go into detail, but we had a lot to do to rectify a situation, and I ended up working through the night, and I just had that stream on my phone for the whole night, just like there. Just
oh my God.
This 24-hour. Everyone's like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Just shh, something might happen."
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. What the fuck? Oh no, it was an impotent. I was like, "Shut your mouth."
Don't question my methods.
Just like 4 o'clock on a Saturday morning, 4 a.m. Just going, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh God, can you shut up?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
At least that.
Oh my God! It's a ponytail. Oh my God! I'm in love.
At least that weird streamy trailer of Ionon actually just proves though that the gym leaders are going to have some good personality and thought behind them. So that's promising.
I like the little sort of tribute they've done to the content creators who do Pokemon stuff, because I mean I've learned that Pokemon really love their content creators. Unless you do randomizers or ROM hacks, then they're like, nah, fuck you, you're not important. But if any of you have seen that drama, which if you don't mind, I might actually bring that up. Like, there was this drama around Pokemon saying, like, Pokemon apparently said that they don't like people doing Nuzlocke because it says it's the same as cheating. That's not the case, obviously.
Yeah. All taken out of context.
Yeah, so what they meant really was just like randomise Nuzlocke, because obviously you are altering the game to be different. So
I think
get it from
that
that standpoint.
I think that they clarified their wording, didn't they? Which was, if you're doing something outside the bounds of the game, then it's they consider it cheating, which is fair enough.
I mean, if you're downloading emulators for these games, they're not going to be the biggest fan, are they? Because you're not actually, even if you own the game itself, like say I have a copy of Pokemon Emerald, literally, in my room right now. I own that copy, obviously, but if I was to download an emulator and a ROM to play said game, but randomize it, they would not be happy. I think that's what I got from that. Anyways, that might not be what they're trying to say, but that's what I got from that.
Yeah, I mean, I won't name names, but there is a creator that I would say everyone pretty much knows, and he streams on Twitch. But again, I won't name names. He was having a sort of conversation on his stream about this, and he was saying basically, I don't care if I'm in Pokemon's good books. I make content on Pokemon because I like Pokemon. Yeah. That's it. If I want to do randomizers, you know, you shouldn't have to stop yourself from doing what you really want to do if you're not going to get free stuff from Pokemon, which is like, if you're in their good books, they will send creator stuff. Like, again, I won't name names, but I know many YouTubers, PokéTubers, big ones, who get freebies from Pokemon quite often.
Yeah.
And that's because they don't do like randomizers or anything like that. But
yeah,
you know, I'm one of those people that are just like, you know what, I don't care. I don't really care if I'm in their good books or not. You know, I love Pokemon. I love Junichi Masuda. I will worship him. He's a god. Because Pokemon has changed my life without getting too deep. But I don't care if I'm in the good books or not in terms of like if I do randomizers. Like I like randomizers, they're fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, it just gives them more promotion. They may not see it like that because that's just the way that they think. But in my opinion, if you're bringing attraction to a certain franchise such as Pokemon, why complain? You're getting more eyes on it at that point. You know. So I don't really see the problem.
I mean, maybe that's just us Brits and the way we think.
Maybe,
you know, the Japanese are very strict on these sort of things. They always have been. You know, it's not even just Nintendo. It's like any Japanese franchise thinks the same pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, if you're altering something that they've made, they don't care for you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the same. I mean, like I said, it could just be us Brits and the way we think. I mean, it's like the Americans; they don't get our way of life. You know, Pokemon worlds. Yeah. Well, let's not go into that again. Let's not go into that again. But yeah, I think we're all right to move on now. So we got the Farigiraf. What's his fucking name? Farigiraf. That's the one.
I don't want to start on this because I'm going to get too deep.
Do you not like Farigiraf?
I'm. You know what, Pidge? I'm not going to give my opinion just yet, but I'm going to wait for your guys' opinions.
Okay then.
He is. Oh, Jake, you're going to hate me if your opinion is bad, but it's my favourite Pokemon announced so far.
Okay. Well, this
like I've always had a huge amount of love for what's his fucking name again?
Girafarig.
That's the one. I'm getting confused. They've made his name an anagram. It's confusing me.
I get that.
But no, I've always liked Girafarig, and I've always had respect for it. It was one of the first wild shinies I ever got in Diamond and Pearl, and it's just I'm in love with it. I love Girafarig. So for it to get an evolution finally getting some love again, yeah, I'm kind of happy with it.
Yeah,
it's my favourite Pokemon announced.
That's fair enough. I think because I don't know if you know the origins of Girafarig before, but it had in the Gold Silver sort of beta games. It had a pre-evolution. It was like a ghost. It was like a ghosty type. It was basically just sort of two heads with faces. So it sounds better.
Yeah. I've seen something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it evolves into Girafarig.
Yes,
which is fine. So the only thing I would say is that a lot of modern age Pokemon, some of them have gone back to their beta designs ish, or taken inspiration from what they were before, or like the water starter that was meant to be in Gold Silver sort of became Poplio. You know, they had lots of inspirations behind that.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, I would say they didn't work on the ghost aspect of what it used to be, and that's the only thing that annoys me about it. Really, it's like they could have, because they haven't changed the type. They've kept it the same type, which is fine. But I think with all the lore and the origins it used to have on beta games, they could have done something else with it to stick to that. But
because I was gonna ask, like, what type is Girafarig? Like, they literally haven't changed the type at all. They've just gave it a stat boost.
Farigiraf.
With Farigiraf, sorry.
Farigiraf.
Farigiraf.
Sorry.
I'm
Honestly,
sure is it
you know,
still...
no, I'm going to stay calm. I'm not going to insult that mon. I'll wait until you guys are done. Let's go.
So it's normal psychic.
Yeah.
It's normal psychic. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So its only weakness is a dark and bug, I think.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. It's not a bad typing.
Go ham, mate. We're in the podcast.
Okay.
Go for it.
Is it my turn? Are you guys ready?
Hey, Jake. What,
Yeah, go for it.
What do you think, Jake?
What do I think? Well, I'm glad you asked, Pidge.
Go for it.
The thing looks very, very stupid, in my opinion. Right? You're saying
Okay.
the typing hasn't changed. Why? Why keep it a normal type? Give it a quadruple weakness to bug and just make it dark psychic. Why not do that?
Okay.
Just why not? Why keep it normal psychic? I don't understand that. Anyways, we'll carry on. The thing looks like it's been to space and come back. Still kept the helmet on. I don't like that thing. It looks stupid, in my opinion. I like Girafarig. Furafarig can go down.
Farigiraf.
Exactly. You can't even get the name right, Jake. Listen, I don't like this thing. Simple as.
Sorry.
That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I got really angry there, but I don't like that thing.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
So angry. I'm sorry. I've never heard a man get so angry over.
Listen, I just don't like
creature made
it.
out of
I'm
pixels,
sorry.
like-
I'm so sorry, but I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the fact that they haven't changed its typing. They've given it another anagram or whatever you want to call it. It sounds stupid. Girafarig deserves more love than what it's got. That's what I think. And I'll leave it at that.
Now, I'm going to be honest.
Be honest.
Right, good.
I want you to prove me wrong, Nate. That's what I want.
No,
because it deserves more.
No, I'm not actually going to prove you wrong. I'm going to be brutally honest here. Me saying it was my first favourite Pokemon announced so far isn't actually true because I completely forgot about my favourite one. My favourite one is Grafaiai.
So Grafaiai is awesome. I love that thing.
Grafaiai is... I love him. He reminds me of... I've already said when I get one, I'm calling him Stitch. He does look like Stitch. He really reminds me of him. The big green eyes. Oh, I love him. But Farigiraf is good. I think it's a good design, personally. After hearing what both of you have said, I can sort of agree. I did actually look up the pre-evolution thing, and it would have been nice to go down the route of the ghost type, which I'm going to be honest, until now I'd never heard of. So
yeah.
I'm going to be honest there. But it would have been nice to have some sort of ghost, even if they changed type into, like, say, Ghost Psychic would have been nice. I know that would have made him, 4 times weak to...
Ghost and
something.
Dark.
Dark?
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, Ghost and Dark
Yeah,
if it was Ghost Psychic.
Ghost and Dark, yeah.
Ghost and Dark, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
even then-
even though it would make him 4 times weak, it would have been sick. They could have done more with it.
Another thing, right? I'm sorry to go off the topic of... what the
And
hell is
another
his name? Farafarag. Whatever the hell its name is.
Farigiraf.
Farigiraf.
Screw that thing. Anyways, I don't like the fact that a lot of the Mons that have been released so far have had a dual typing of normal. Why is that a constant thing recently?
I think they're hiding something big from us.
You know what, Nate?
That's
I'd
my
hope
honest
that's
opinion.
the fact, because the amount of normal dual types that have been announced so far is actually getting on my nerves, and I don't understand why they have to give that additional typing of normal. It doesn't make sense.
No, I think they're doing it on purpose.
They have
Honestly,
to be.
I remember in Sun and Moon, all the Pokemon they announced were pretty much the sort of the Mons that everyone forgets about, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of the Pokemon they announced was Pokemon they forgot about. I think they're doing it on purpose because, it'd be stupid if every single new Pokemon was normal something. Like, it's a bit of a...
That's what it feels like,
buzzkill,
you know?
isn't it?
Like, it feels like they're well, not every single Pokemon they announce, but a majority of them are normal something or something normal. And it's just like, why are you giving them that typing?
But maybe they want you to feel like that.
Maybe they
want
do.
you to feel like, oh, this game's going to be shit, and then they bring it out into all these new Pokemon. You're like, oh my fucking god, what is that? That is the best Pokemon I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I feel like they do it on purpose, honestly. Like, they have done it before. I remember in Sword and Shield, who do they show off? Dreadnought, who, in my opinion, was my favourite Pokemon in the region. One of my favourite Pokemon of the region.
Fantastic shiny.
Wooloo, who is now non-existent and nobody ever talks about it.
Don't you... no, come off it.
Wooloo's a goat.
Oh, I'm not having that. I bought a Wooloo plush and I love it. I'm not letting that one sweep under the radar.
It's true. When was the last time you actually heard someone talking about Wooloo? Unless they're shiny hunting it. Like...
Me in my EBL team with Dubwool.
Was there a Dubwool in this season?
Yeah, me. I've got it. It's in the last 4.
Was that in your team?
Yeah, I've used it every single battle.
How? See, exactly. I didn't even notice it.
Good old Dubwool. Sorry. Yes. Right. Carry on, Nate. Yeah. I couldn't.
I've never seen him. That is the most aggressive pigeon's ever got towards me.
Don't leave my Shaun the sheep. Leave my Shaun the sheep alone.
What was the purpose of this double? Can I just ask?
What was the what?
What was the purpose of it? Was it just a
Why did I
heavy
draft
hitter?
it?
Was it?
Oh, it's tanky and it can learn some good moves.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it can learn Thunder Wave. It can learn Grassy Glide.
It can learn Grassy Glide.
Yeah, Body Press if you raise your defense with Cotton Guard.
Oh my!
And the
goodness.
Fluffy ability halves damage from physical moves.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Add Wooloo to a shiny hunting list. Just casually, so ignore that.
I stand correct. You know what? He's shiny. He's pretty nice.
The shiny is very nice. I can't lie.
I was so scared they was going to go down the route of Goldilocks with it and give it make it yellow because that would have pissed me off. It would have really pissed me off.
The black is lovely. They did
Any
well.
black shiny looks nice. If they gave Quaxley, if they changed his hair from blue to black, I would have been like, wow.
That's why it's the best Pokemon you can get. It's cool when it's normal, and then the shiny is just even better. So there's no question in it.
Yeah, I need to shiny hunt it.
I think given where we're at the minute, I'm curious what starters you're going to go with in Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, I'm going to release mine. No, I'm not.
Go on, Pidge. Who are you going to go for?
I'm someone that I didn't really know this until those things that go around on social media where you like draw the line of your starter history. You know, you sort of like, I started with this and then draw a line to this one and this one, that sort of thing. I didn't realise I'd have like I think it was either 5 out of 8. Yeah, the grass types. Yeah. But I'm going for Coco.
Oh, you're switching it up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did that. I went with water type through every single region except for Sword and Shield, and that was because Inteleon is honestly it annoyed me for how ugly it looks.
It's not nice, but I mean,
it's not great.
Yeah, it's not.
They could have gone down the route of Water Dragon. They could have made him into a Water Dragon.
Before we move on to the Scarlet Violet starters, who's your favourite out of the Galar starters then? Before we even go on to that,
I'm part of the Grookey gang.
You're Grookey gang.
I was Score Bunny. When I started, I mean, I was Sobble Squad, but then as soon as I saw his final evolution, unfortunately, I saw leaks of it before.
Well, I was like,
no, fuck that.
on release day, me and my brother and my then fiance, I think, can't remember when I did these questions. We all got the games at the same time. And because I'm a nerd, I obviously take my time in the titles and things, and I'm looking at everything. And by the time I got to pick up my starter, they'd both got theirs already. And I think my Tasha had picked Score Bunny because she loves fire starters, although she's going Quaxley this time. But my brother had picked Sobble, which is what I was gonna go for. So then I just thought, well, do you know what? Just because we haven't seen any of the evolutions, I'll just go Grookey then, and then we can all go with it. But then the more I used Grookey and Rillaboom, I suddenly realised, do you know what? I love this bulky gorilla. I love this thing. And yeah, the more I used it, the more I loved it. And that's what I love about Pokemon games. Because I would never have thought that.
The three of them are very, very viable when it comes to competitive. So that's nice to see. But design-wise, personally, I'd have to go for Grookey for the starter. I do love Cinderace, but Raboot is like my favourite middle stage like starter evolution. for sure. Rabbit
Okay.
is
Oh,
just cool.
he's such an edgy. He's such a sulky teenager.
Yeah,
isn't he? Like,
I love
Yeah,
it.
and he's great
I
in
love
the
him.
anime as well.
I love him. No, it was such a good idea, I think. But I mean, like I said, I started off with Sobble Squad, and then I saw the Find Evolutions, and I was like, "What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
How is that? How is that anything to do with 007? That looks nothing like him."
And then the
he turned to a
Gigantamax
and then the
versions came
G-Max.
out, and it was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Don't know about
I'm not a
that.
big
Yeah.
fan of
out-
any
out
of the
the-
G-Max versions, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I mean,
Oh, I love Cinderace's G-Max. So the big ball of fire, and then it kicks it like a football. It's so sick.
I like Rillaboom's the most.
you're just a massive drum
fair.
kit.
Yeah, just a huge drum kit.
I wouldn't
to be
mind it
fair-
if Rillaboom's hair wasn't just so long and attached to the drum kit. That seems a bit weird. Sorry, Nate, I
Saiyan
interrupted.
3, if you ever watched Dragon Ball.
I have
I'm
not.
guessing both of you haven't.
I haven't watched any anime, but I'm trying to get into it now.
What? At all?
I've watched the Pokemon one, and I watched Dragon Ball when I was 10 when it first came
Pitch.
up.
What have we just discovered?
Well, I was doing stand-up comedy and trying to write TV sitcoms in university for BBC Wales. So I had other
Wales?
things to watch.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough. I
BBC
get
Wales.
You. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
you.
and then
Oh,
and
the
then
BBC. Wait, well, the Welsh don't get the English. The Welsh don't get us.
No.
Why Wales?
Well, I did get asked if I could write one in for S4C, and I was like, I don't speak Welsh, and they never contacted me again. So
Oh my
I
god!
blew my biggest chance to write a sitcom on TV. Anyway, let's not go over the biggest regret of my life of just asking someone who's Welsh to write what I say. No, come on, let's move on. Yeah, anime and then backwards starters. Oh yeah.
Can we
So I'm just
go
going
on
backwards
to?
in the
Can we go on to anime?
Go on.
Yeah. Go
Oh yeah,
ahead.
yeah, we can go into anime
I mean,
Go ahead.
because this will be
might as
great.
well. It's a nice segue.
Yeah, because
It
I
is,
am
yeah.
a total newbie for it. So you two, I'm going to sit back. Go on.
Okay, Nate. I'm gonna kick you off with the question. All right. I know you're the host and everything, but what is your
No, go
favorite?
ahead.
Your favorite anime?
Man.
Doesn't
I hate
matter
this
what
question.
genre.
I hate it. I hate it. Anyone asks me, I'm just like, but there's so many good ones.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, look, Dragon Ball is an obvious choice, but that's not. I'll be honest. Seeing more anime since I've watched Dragon Ball, it's not even in my top 10.
It's nowhere.
Ooh.
Well, I've only seen a couple
Okay.
of episodes, but I'm not going to trigger anyone. But yeah, it's not in my top
Yeah,
10.
no, that's
I respect
I mean-
it, but it's not one of my favorite.
when I first watched it, it was my favorite anime. But since then, I've watched a lot of anime, and it's not even in my top 10.
Okay.
Demon Slayer's. Oh, fucking hell, I hate this. Demon Slayer's sick. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is sick. Naruto's sick. Oh, SEO is sick. I can't answer this question.
I've only spoke to Matt about this really because I'm an anime newbie. I haven't watched it not because I don't want to, just because I have so many other things. Like I'm a massive film and TV nerd, so I watch things that I know I'm not going to enjoy just because there's like one person has produced it that I know I'm a fan of their work. So it's like,
Yes.
right, well I'll see how they've ruined this show, that sort of thing. so you know, I watch a lot of TV and film. So that's why I haven't really got onto anime. But I have spoke to Matt about it, just asked for one recommendation, and he told me Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
Have you started watching it?
Brotherhood.
No, not yet. I'm going to probably start doing it during work, by which I mean, obviously not during
Nice.
work, but during work.
Did he say-
Yes.
But which one?
Full
did he say-
disclosure,
did he say-
not during work.
Which one did? Which one did he recommend? Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I don't remember the word brotherhood.
No, Brotherhood would be the best. It's the
Okay.
better out of the
I
two.
mean, it's not like
I've got- yeah.
I've watched both, and it's not like a part two. It's basically
No.
sort of like a. It's a completely different thing.
Yeah,
really.
it's not like a reimagining of it. It's a reimagining of it. It's not like a recreation of it, but it's so much
no,
better
yeah.
than Full Metal
I'll
Alchemist.
tell you, I've just looked back on the chat with him. He did say brotherhood. Yeah,
Yeah, Brotherhood
Oh,
is
I was gonna say,
definitely the
don't
thing
watch
you
the
should
first
watch.
one, 'cause
yeah.
I've
yeah.
got to be honest. I fell out the first one. Like, well, I say the first one. I fell out of Full Metal Alchemist
Yeah, he
quite
said
quickly.
Yeah.
But then I watched Brotherhood, and I was like, this thing is insane.
Okay,
said
so you've
there's
got a
only 64
recommendation.
episodes.
Let's give Pidge our recommendations then, Nate. So he's got
go on
one
then.
recommendation for Brotherhood. I would say
Yep.
watch Hunter x Hunter. That is my favourite, and you
Hunter
should
x
watch
Hunter.
that would be
After Naruto, that's next one on my list.
yes.
So.
I'm
Naruto's
definitely
good.
being unprofessional and just making notes now.
Naruto's very long.
crack on.
It's like if you want to watch Shippuden as well, that's like 900 episodes. So like, good luck with
Yeah,
that. It's worth it. But if you want to watch like
Touch wood.
150 episodes of Hunter x Hunter, do it. It's so worth it. So worth it.
Okay. Okay.
Touch wood. I would recommend if you ever watch Naruto though, skip filler. It's
Yeah.
not important.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not important.
not important. I love filler, but it's not. I mean, I was because luckily I use this website which tells you which episodes are filler.
Yeah,
so it
that's what I
automatically
did.
Skips over them.
That's what I did.
Okay,
with
then.
two of my
I was going
friends.
to say
we
when you
watched
say
them.
yeah. I was going to
Yeah,
say when
that's
you
all
say
go-
filler, what does that mean? Because obviously I won't know if it's. I don't know. Do you mean like episodes that don't mean anything?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, think of it like the Pokemon anime. You have episodes where, like, says, okay, Ash is travelling through Viridian Forest and whatever, and then, all of a sudden the next episode is Jesse and James. He's trying to
Okay.
figure out what fucking clothes they should wear.
Oh,
you know what I
okay,
mean? Like,
yeah.
that's what I mean by a filler.
So you
It's
mean
like,
90%
it's
of
nothing
the
to do with
Pokemon
stuff.
yeah.
anime.
No, literally, the Pokemon anime is literally like 80 to 90%
filler.
filler. It's crazy.
And
Okay.
there's those Naruto. I was looking.
Oh
looking
yeah,
at
no,
Naruto the first
100%,
season.
100%, yeah.
And I was watching it. The first 100 episodes, there's only 2 episodes of filler, and then the 100 to 200, like there's like 30
Yeah.
episodes of filler in one go.
No,
It's just
yeah.
like, why?
Yeah, no, I like I said, like that's what we did. Me and two of my friends, we watched, like you said, like up to 100 episodes. There's no filler, and then all of a sudden it just hits you like a truck. So much filler, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to skip this, got to skip this. And all of a sudden you're at the end of it, and you're like, oh, okay, well, on to Shippuden then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what about Boruto though? Do you?
I haven't
have you
watched
it,
that.
or have
I've
any
watched, like-
thoughts on it.
Watched like 3 episodes, and I thought it's okay. From what I've seen of like spoilers on TikTok, it seems decent, but that's the manga spoilers. I'm not too sure about the actual anime spoilers. Like the actual anime itself, it might be completely different. So
With me, the way I judge anime is I watch the first 10 episodes, and then if I'm enjoying it, I will finish it, and if I'm not, then I'll just stop. But Naruto's a tricky one because there's so many episodes, it's hard for me to just judge it in 10 episodes because it takes a while for it to sort of get into things, or like, say there's like 10 episodes of like one thing.
yeah,
So I'm just watching it, and I think I'm on like episode 45 or something, and it's sick.
what
It's-
of Naruto or Boruto?
Of Naruto.
Naruto, okay. So you haven't finished it at all.
Because Boruto's after, isn't it?
You haven't finished Naruto at all.
I'll be honest, I only started it like a week
That's
ago.
no, but all I'll say is you're in for a treat.
I'm enjoying it already.
when it
so
when
I
it comes
guess I
to
am anyway.
when you get onto Shippuden, a lot of people hate Shippuden, even though it's longer than Naruto. But in my personal opinion, I think they're both the same. I think they're very, very good, the both of them. But you'll enjoy it regardless.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Meanwhile, Pidge is just
But,
sitting there, just taking notes. That
Yeah.
that sounds good.
No, I was just going to say it's worth saying that if anybody listening or watching has got any recommendations as well, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. For all 3 of us as well, not just me. Just let all 3 of us
And
know.
don't you dare! I'm watching you in the comments right now. There is some arsehole down there already typing out a long list of the H word. No, I will be blocking. I personally will be blocking every single comment that recommends any H word stuff. So don't even. I'm watching you.
Oh, okay. Do you mean like the sexy H word?
Yes,
Right, okay, I'm with
the
you now.
very nice.
I was about to say-
Well,
I'm only not saying it because I know YouTube genuinely like. You think Twitch is bad? YouTube, you say it once, that's it. You get a strike. Like
Oh, wow, okay.
YouTube hates that word. I don't know why.
what
It's not that bad.
Taihen? They hate that word, do they?
Oh, that's a madness. Oh my god. If
Hens
that
are
gets through
allowed
the
to wear
cracks-
ties. It's 2022, people. Come on.
Exactly.
If a hen wants to wear a
Exactly.
tie,
Those poor hens from Thailand. Bless them.
Oh,
Exactly.
God. But yeah, anyway, back to recommending anime. So I think Demon Slayer is a must. If you've not watched Demon Slayer, or if you don't like Demon Slayer, you're not human.
Okay.
Attack on Titan is
If any of
definitely
you
one.
two don't like it,
Attack on Titan is definitely something that I'd recommend for like a newbie.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Oh, Attack on Titan is a madness. This is what I'm saying. This is why your question of what is your favourite anime is just such a hard question.
It is a very hard
because none of
question,
them stand out.
Yeah.
None of them stand out. It's like saying what's your favourite Pokemon. All right, I love Piplup, but it's not my favourite Pokemon.
Mimikyu.
Weirdly, it's not. It's
The
not.
one
Mimikyu
suggestion.
But then I'm like, oh, but I like this one, but I like that one.
The one suggestion that I will say for anime, when recommending any anime to anyone, the best one to start off with, in my opinion, is Death Note, because it's so easy to watch and it's so intriguing. It's the best one to start off with, 100%.
Oh, I'm getting cancelled today.
Oh no, Nate, do you know what? All right, thank you very much, guys, for watching. We're gonna end the podcast here.
Mate, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I just couldn't get into
No,
it.
Nate, don't do it to me.
I couldn't. I genuinely couldn't. And that's one of those anime I watched the whole thing and I couldn't understand what was going on. I couldn't understand anything. I couldn't get my head around what was going on half the time, and I was just like, well, you write your name in your book, they're dead. Oh, okay, that's literally all it means. All right, cool.
No,
Let's
there's
move
so
on to
much
something
more
else.
to it.
I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't get my head around it. And it's just not. I don't know. I'm getting cancelled. I'm waiting for.
That's fair enough.
If this video blows up, I'm fucked. Like, I am getting chased off the internet now.
That's your
I know
opinion.
how touchy the anime community can be.
Definitely, yeah.
I've seen the worst of it. For example, when I first watched Attack on Titan, I can't lie, this was when I was younger and it was first coming out, and I said it was shit. I was about 13, 14 at the time, and I said it was shit. And I kind of regretted it.
I mean, to be fair, like, it makes sense, because the first time I watched Attack on Titan, I dropped it after like two episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it was like, it bored me, but if you give it time, literally 5 episodes, I know that's like a very like generic thing. Oh, just give it like 100 episodes, you'll be fine. You'll love it. No, but with Attack on Titan, if you give it literally like 2 or 3 episodes, you'll love it throughout. It's so good. It really is.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's definitely in my top 5. But as much as I love Attack on Titan, it's not my favourite. I can tell you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
get that.
It's not my favourite because ever since Demon Slayer's come out, like I think that's probably got to be my favourite one for the simple reason that the storyline is fantastic, the character development is out of this world.
The visuals,
like, the animation style,
beautiful. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It's one of the best animation styles I've ever seen.
100%.
In any cartoon anywhere. Like, it's so beautiful.
It's lovely, yeah.
And it's just and then the movie just made it even better. I went to go and see it the day it come out in the cinema, and I
haven't watched the film.
Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh, okay. I won't go into details then. But when a certain thing happened, the whole cinema, I swear to Christ, rumbled. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen an anime film and people have jumped out their seats.
It's like a Marvel
cheering,
film.
Like
Yeah,
it was so sick. And I'm just standing there in a room full of nerds, and I'm just there like, I'm meant to be here.
I definitely felt that when I went to see Endgame. Like, literally, it was a cinema full of people that they were there to just have a good time and just enjoy this finale of years of cinematic,
Yeah, and speaking of which, Avengers is coming back, as you know, in Phase 6, they're bringing back the Avengers. There's 2 Avengers films coming out that year.
Yeah, but how do you feel?
Kang and Secret Wars.
How do you guys feel about, like, we're not going to deny there's been some criticism for She-Hulk. I don't know if either of you have seen it. I've seen clips of it. So I'm not going to make my full
I haven't got around to it yet.
Yeah, I haven't fully watched it, but I've seen clips of it and I've seen people comment on it. And from what I've gathered so far, without me watching it, so I'm not going to make my full opinion of it just yet. But from what I've seen, it's not the best.
Well, it's like the comics of She-Hulk were always a completely different style to the rest of Marvel.
Right.
And when they were making She-Hulk as a TV show, they were always like, guys, this is a sitcom. It's in the MCU, but this is just an out-and-out sitcom. We're here to
they've stated
have a
that
laugh.
before they actually made it.
Yeah. It was always advertised as a sitcom. It's like, if you're
Right.
expecting this grand masterpiece of action and adventure like in other Marvel TV shows, you're not going to get it. There'll be scenes, but you ain't going to get it. It's sitcom. And that's exactly the criteria they kept to. And then people were like, well, what the hell is this? And I'm like, guys, we told you. It's a sitcom.
I don't know. It doesn't stand out to me, even just from the trailers alone. It doesn't stand out to me. It's it feels to me more like what's the word? Because I mean, I watched Loki, and Loki was so well written in my opinion. I think that's got to be their best series they've done so far is Loki, because it was just perfectly written.
Loki is very key for the future of MCU as well.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a big future ahead because of Loki. It's
But then,
because it's Loki.
Then do you feel do you feel that's the same, opinion for like WandaVision and stuff? Because I've never watched WandaVision, but apparently it was like okay throughout, then it got pretty bad, and then at the end it was like, whoa, this is crazy for the MCU, like this is going to be great.
Yeah.
So
that was WandaVision was another one where it was like every episode was set in a sitcom setting, but going through the decades.
Right.
So like the first episode was like filmed like a 60s sitcom, and nothing happened. And 70s sitcom for episode 2, for example. I can't remember exactly, but I can't remember if it was at the end of episode 2 or 3. Like the last scene was people outside this sort of hex dome she's made. I'm not going to spoil it, because this is literally the concept of the show. But like the last shot is like people from the outside dome watching the sitcom she's broadcasting as a projection.
So it's sort of like the Truman Show.
Yeah, pretty much. And then from there, it really comes to life. I really enjoyed WandaVision. Really enjoyed it. And
the fact that they brought in like Evan Peters, his sorry, spoilers, but Evan Peters is Quicksilver. Like he was a great Quicksilver in the X-Men films. So
yeah,
I was glad to see him back in the MCU, or introduced to the MCU anyways.
Alexa, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Alexa. Interrupting us again.
Have you seen WandaVision, Nate? Just by curiosity.
What have I seen? Sorry.
WandaVision.
Oh yeah, I watched WandaVision. WandaVision's mental.
I'm not.
I think it was alright. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought it was
fantastic.
It was a different take, especially when because like the sort of CPR black and white. It was more black and white, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was a nice. I think it was a nice take, but then again, like I did struggle to understand some things. I'm going to be honest. There were some things I just didn't understand, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to give spoilers away, obviously, for Jake who's not watched it. But there's
yeah, that's all I can say.
Honestly, let's put a spoiler warning right now for anyone that is actually watching. Just tell me what like the premise of the show is, because I know it's like it's not actually what is happening. It's like in their mind or something like that. But like, what is happening? What is the ending?
She basically takes over a town, and there's this. She pretty much puts them in like a dome of magic. I know that sounds really shit, but it's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
And then, everyone in there is a part in her sitcom life. And she pretty much lives her life out with recently deceased...
Vision.
What's his name? Vision, yeah. Because she's still mourning for him, so she...
Yes, so he's not actually alive.
In this dome world. What's that?
He's not actually alive again.
Yeah, it's a tough one to go through.
Right.
He's not, yeah. So then she creates this little mini pocket of life by taking over a town. So and people are trying to stop her, obviously, taking over a town.
At the end of Endgame, Like, what is her situation then? Because I'm assuming WandaVision takes place after Endgame, or does it?
It does, yeah. It does, yeah.
So what is her situation after Endgame? Because I don't remember her being like...
She's just
emotionally
by herself,
unstable.
And she fucks off to somewhere called Westview and takes over the town and makes an
Wow.
ideal world for her that she can just live out by herself. But people are like, nah, bitch.
What a horrible person.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into any more detail because you might watch it. So, but that's that's the general premise.
I might watch a YouTube
That's
video
funny
on it.
because
Oh, okay.
that was my general reaction. I'm not going to lie. What a horrible person.
Yeah.
What a horrible... Honestly, I don't know how you can think of her as a nice person after she's just taken over a town and like hypnotised everyone pretty much. Horrible.
Yeah, but obviously, like any show, there's so much more to it than that.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch a video on it.
Right, so I'm going to revert back to Pokemon now because
for it.
we
Oh,
are,
okay.
I would say, coming up to the end of our episode 1.
Yes.
But what is your... Sorry, I'm just chewing on fudge, by the way.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah, because Bailey's fudge, yeah.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. What are your overall... Because I would say this would probably... Am I right in saying this would be our last podcast before the games come out?
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah. There might be. There's a possibility that there might be one before that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Fair enough. Well, with the assumption this is the
Yes.
last one before Scarlet
Yeah.
and Violet comes out, what are your initial thoughts? Like, what are you... All right, let me change the question. What are you most excited for? Who's starting? Pick or Jake?
I'll go first if you want because
Yeah,
I'm
go
most
for it,
excited
Pidge.
for the fact that the map is completely open and we can go wherever we want. I've been playing Breath of the Wild recently, and I know it won't be to that scale, I don't think, but
No.
it's rekindled a love for me for that sort of open world format just in time for Scarlet Violet to come out, and I'm
Nice.
really
Fair enough.
looking forward to that aspect. I'm hoping it upholds some sort of quality with it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, graphic-wise, it's obviously not... Oh my god, this is the best-looking game in the world, but...
Yeah.
Then again, graphics isn't a big thing. It's not,
Yeah.
in my opinion, anyway. It's not all that anymore.
No,
It should be down to what's actually the contents of the game.
I agree, yeah. Like when I first played Breath of the Wild, I reckon it probably took me a couple of days to get from like the tutorial-y bit on the plateau to the first bit of the mission, if that makes sense.
I haven't played past that bit because I don't know what I'm doing. Because the
fair enough.
guy said paraglide down. I paraglided down. I meet him at the bottom. He's like going to... Oh no! He's at the top of the tower and he's telling me to go into different what are they called? Temple things. And I'm like, I'm trying to find all of them, but he's telling me there's multiple. I'm like, I can only find like 2 or 3. I can't...
Yeah.
Am I stupid? Maybe. Probably. Actually, 100%. Yes, I am stupid.
Yeah. Well, the bit after then, where you just go into the world, to get to the next bit of the quest, it took me 2 days because the world itself was so extensive.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not holding out hopes that Pokemon will do that.
Hopefully.
But I'm really hoping that to get from A to B is going to take me a while.
Yeah.
And there's going to be stuff to do. That's what I'm hoping for.
Then there's me here who's just like, yeah, I'm definitely getting cancelled today now because I've never played it. So
You what?
I have never played it. I've never played Actually, I don't think I've ever played a Legend of Zelda game in my life.
Okay. Zelda is the one and only Breath of the Wild is the one and only Zelda game I've played, and I can tell you now 100% it's my favourite game of all time.
I
Wow.
want to get it.
It's insane. I love it.
I've played 2 in my lifetime, but I've never finished one.
Okay.
And one of them is Breath of the Wild, and like I said, I couldn't make it past the first stage, so I was just like, I'll give up.
I think the one that stands out to me the most, I love the looks of Breath of the Wild, but I'll tell you what, that Link's Awakening game looks good.
Mm.
The chibi style. I don't know what it is about it that I like. It's just, this is coming from someone who slated off BDSP for a while.
Yeah. I tell a lie, I've played that too. It's very good.
But let's not get into BDSP because we're coming to the end of this, but
Anyway, sorry,
Jake.
Jake. Cool.
So what are you most excited for, Jake, in Scarlet and Violet?
I think I'm excited. Genuinely, I'm excited for the new Mons that we're going to see. The story I am excited for. I haven't got high hopes, but the new Mons, to see how they'll work competitively and just like even gimmick wise, it'll be fun with terrestrialization and stuff. I think that'll be fun. My only down, like the thing that I look down on the most, I think, is when they revealed how it would look when you enter Team Star's bases and stuff like that, and you would just send Mons out, and they'd do the dirty work for you pretty much. That's the only thing I'm looking down at, because how do they determine what Mon wins at that point? Because you're not even telling them what to do at that point. You're just Anyways, I'm not going to get into that because I always get into the downside of things. I look like a Debbie Downer right now. I'm sorry.
No.
Anyways.
No. I think you're definitely right there. But then saying that's probably one of those things we probably won't really understand until we're actually in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Let's Go command is going to be somewhat similar to, like in Legends Arceus, where you have like the little things and you throw the Pokemon at them and they get your items. I think that'll be the main purpose for it. But and same with like leveling up as well and stuff like that. I mean, what will be a bit of an arse is if you do the Let's Go command, they're out there kicking the shit out of every single Pokemon they see, and then you see a shiny, and then it's just like, and then it goes up and just kills it, and you're just there like, you bastard, how can you do this to me?
Well, that's what I mean. Is it just for the, because they showed gameplay of it just like being in the wild, didn't they? Not even just the Team Star bases. So how they control that? How do they determine what Mon wins? Is it level? Is it typing? I don't know. But we'll see.
It could even just be it could just be down to algorithm, and it's just like, if your Pokemon has better friendship and better movesets, and do you know what I mean? It could be there could be so much coded into that we don't know about, and it could just be down to algorithm. I think it'd be an algorithm based thing.
I think it would be very, very simple and just underwhelming. But again, hey, Nate,
then again,
what are you most excited for?
You setting the bar low. That's a good thing to do with Pokemon.
Exactly.
Don't worry, that's a good thing to do. Set the bar low.
What are you most excited for, Nate?
You know what? It's gonna be the bare basics, and I'm gonna be told off by someone in the comments at least, not one of you two. But it's the shiny hunting. I've every single Pokemon game that comes out, I'm always excited for the shiny hunting mechanics. I'm going to get even more told off for this one. I hope it's nothing, and when I say nothing, I mean that very strictly. I hope it's nothing like Legends Arceus.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to give a little bit more context before you all start shouting at me. What I mean is, it's too easy to find a shiny in Legends Arceus now. This comes from someone with the shiny charm, who does massive mass outbreaks and mass outbreaks. You're getting a shiny every 30 seconds at this point, and it just becomes so underwhelming. The idea of hearing that bring noise in the wild and seeing the sparkles in the overworld, that's amazing. I hope it's like that.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be to the point where your odds are like 1 in 89 or something stupid like that in mass outbreaks. It's just like it's too easy to get a shiny, and I just don't like that. It upsets me. That's why I haven't touched Legends Arceus for so long.
That's like
Pokemon
Go.
Fantastic story.
There's a whole bit of lore around that as well. That basically you're back in time, and you're finding all of these shinies because they're so popular. They're so common. But then you go forward a couple of 100 years or whatever it is, the time difference, and there's not many shinies left because there's this guy back in time that's been catching them all.
It makes sense.
I love that little bit of theory to it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just someone, because I mean, I like. All right, I don't like full odd shiny hunting. I hate it. I've done it once, and I'll be honest. I spent just over a year hunting for full odds Mewtwo. If I remember rightly, I did. I think it was 17,000 encounters for it over that year.
What was that in? Let's Go.
No, that was in. I think it was Gen 2, I think it was. Was it Gen 2? Can you... I think it was Gen 2. I swear it was Gen. No, it was Fire. It was Fire Red Leaf Green because you can get Mewtwo in that. That's what I was doing it in. And the odds in that are 1 in 8,000, I believe. Aren't they?
Something like that.
Yeah, ever since then, I've refused. If there's a mechanic like, for example, the Horde method, I thought that was fun. I thought that the SOS method was fun because even though the odds were quite low,
yeah,
it was like interactive. Whereas the one like Legends Arceus, you literally just fly to it as a spawner Pokemon there, bring, oh cool, I got shiny. You know, there's no like, oh my god, it was so fucking hard to get that thing. You know, there's none of that, and I lost the thrill in Legends Arceus, which is why I'm doing a lot more Sword and Shield hunting now. Like that, you know, recently I've been doing the box to box challenge on TikTok, and I found that Ponyta in 8 eggs, and it felt so special because I know the odds are 1 in 512. So
yeah,
it's that I hope that's in Scarlet and Violet. I hope there is mechanics in terms of like, you know, like you got the radar method, which was I think that was probably the best part of BDSP. It's the radar because I love the radar. But look, I can go on about this for ages. But yeah, shiny hunting mechanics is what I'm mostly excited for out of everything. And the open world, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Anyway, there's people in the comments right now just saying, shut the fuck up, Nate, you talk too much. You know what, I wonder how many people are actually going to comment these things. Because I'll be honest, it's happened a lot on my channel. I'm in my head thinking, oh, this person's going to comment this, and then 5 minutes later they actually comment it, and I'm just like, in the fuck?
Fortune teller. Fortune teller.
It was...
No, nothing. You carry on.
Who? What's going on?
Hey, what
I do?
I didn't do anything.
I'm losing the plot. I'll tell you what. I only had a bloody drink. What do they put in these Bailey's fudge? I swear to Christ. What do they put in these? Bailey's.
20%.
90% fucking alcohol. Yeah. But yeah, look, I think we should wrap up this podcast here. I think it was a fun one. I think we had a good little chat about everything and anything.
Yeah, I reckon.
But yeah, I'm not good at these outros, to be honest with you. But you know what to do, everyone. You need to like. Yeah, you see that little
eat your vegetables. Oh yeah, like.
Yeah,
that's it.
Eat your vegetables and
eat your vegetables first. Eat your vegetables first, otherwise you'll end up like me. Yeah. Actually, that's not a good idea to say that because if I'm everyone's, oh my god, it's N8Tube! I'm such a big fan. I want to be like you.
The Nate
Eat your veggies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So click the thumbs up. Make sure to hit the red button. The one that says subscribe, not the one that says report.
Don't do that.
And of course, yeah, and of course hit the bell so you don't miss anything from us. With that, I've been Nate. He's been Pidge.
I have. Actually.
I'm probably pointing to the wrong side, depending on how he edits it. He's been Jake, and we'll all see you in the next one. You want to say a little bye, everyone?
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye. Take care, everyone.
I'm waving like they do in Scarlet Violet.